the perimeter of a rectangle? What do we have to do to find the perimeter? Is that addition or multiplication? Addition. Good. So when you see that, and you'll get your test review probably Monday, perimeter, remember you're adding, but you're adding all four sides. So you have to write each side twice. So I have 3x plus 7. I'm going to write that twice. And then I have 5x minus 6. I'm going to write that twice. All right, go ahead and add straight down. 7 plus 7 minus 6 minus 6. 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5. And that would be your perimeter. So add up 7 plus 7 minus 6 minus 6. 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5. All right, what you all get when you added it all up? 3, what's 7 plus 7 minus 6 minus 6? 2, who got 2? Positive 2 or minus 2? Plus 2, good. And then 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5. 16x, good job. All right, so we have talked about addition, subtraction, multiplication. So what's last? Division. So let's take out your notes and go to page 16. So this is what we call a monomial. The reason why that's important is because the way we divide when it's a monomial versus a binomial, thank you so much, is different. A binomial has a plus sign or a minus sign in there. But you see how the 2 and the x are just together? When it's just together like that, it makes it one term. So whenever it's a monomial, it's one term. You're just going to take each one of your terms and divide it by that monomial. So take each one and divide it by that one term. So when you do that, when you divide the numbers, you still divide the numbers. But with your exponents, you're going to subtract. So you're going to start by taking that 24. You do 24 and divide that by 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. But then, and each one of these x's has a 1. You're going to subtract. If I have 4 and I take away 1, how many do I have left? 3. So that would be 12x cubed, bring down the plus sign. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Subtract 2 minus 1. Bring down the subtraction sign. And then 30 divided by 2 is 15. And when you subtract your x's, you don't have any left. This would be your answer for division. Any questions? All right, let's do our next one here. Again, this is just one term. There isn't a plus or a minus sign separating that 3 and x, so that makes it one term. So go ahead and divide each one by 3x. So again, you're dividing the numbers, but subtracting your exponents. Divide the numbers, subtract the exponents. So for the first term, 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then 9 minus 1 means I have 8 x's. I have 8 x's. Bring down the addition sign. And then we have 21 divided by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Subtract your x's. You get x cubed. Bring down your subtraction sign. 12 divided by 3, 4. Subtract your x's, x squared. That would be your final answer. So when you divide, you're subtracting the exponents. All right, I'm going to give you a couple minutes. Try to do this one by yourself. Page 17. Yes. And we'll talk about what to do with that last term. Okay, so you should have had for the first term 4x to the 4th plus 7x cubed minus. So this one is a little different. So 12 minus 4 is 3. You're still going to subtract your exponents. All right, I still have 2 minus 1, but the 1 I have left over is going to be downstairs. So let me show you what this looks like. This means if you have an x squared downstairs and only 1 upstairs, if you cancel it out, the 1 left over is in the bottom. So that's going to be a 3 over x. Instead of a 3x, it's 3 over x. So you always put the leftovers where you started off with more. All right, go ahead and do D. sorry. Yeah. All right, so we're dividing everything by 5x cubed. So let's start with the first one. Can you divide 9 by 5? No, so we're just going to leave that the same. It's just going to stay 9 over 5. Because we can't divide it. We don't want a decimal. I have 5 upstairs. I have 3 downstairs. When I subtract, I have 2. Where do I put those 2? Upstairs or downstairs? Up. Yep. Bring down the plus sign. 15 divided by 5 is just 3. And then you have the exponents when you subtract. 3 minus 3, you get 0. Bring down your subtraction sign. 25 divided by 5 is 5. But again, I have 2 x's upstairs, 3 downstairs. And when I cancel out 2, what I have left over ends up being in the bottom. And that would be your answer. So now we're going to move forward to what if it's not a monomial. So let's talk about long division, and then we'll be finished with this chapter. We'll finish out long division tomorrow. So let's go ahead and look at page 18. So now we have x squared minus 5x minus 36, and we're dividing x plus 4 in there. So because of this plus sign, this is called a binomial. We have to do this differently. So let's go ahead and set it up old-fashioned way. So I have my x plus 4. Then I want you to go ahead and make your little roof. Put the x squared minus 5x minus 36 underneath. See your note packet real quick. I just want to see how many questions. Okay. Because we're only going to do the examples on page 18, so I have to come up with some more examples. So we're not going to do pages 19 through 22. You can actually rip those pages off. But I will come up with another example page. Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you. All right, so the steps to do long division when it's a binomial. Step number 1 is to divide your first terms. And I'm not sure where you want to write this, if you have some place off to the side. So what I mean by that is you're going to divide by the first term under the hood by the first term outside of the hood. So I'm going to take x squared and divide it by x. That's my first step. What do you get when you take x squared divided by x? If I have 2 upstairs, I have 1 downstairs. When I cancel it out, how many do I have left? 1. So we're going to put that x on the roof. Step number 2 is to multiply whatever you get by your divisor which in this example, our divisor is x plus 4. So I'm going to take this x and multiply it by x plus 4. So let's do that. So x times x plus 4 is x squared plus 4x. So let's go ahead and slide that over. Now, when you write it underneath, it's important that you line up your like terms. So I'm going to put the x squared here and the 4x here. And then your last step is to do a change. And then after you do your change, you're going to add. So what I mean by change is whatever sign you get for each term, you have to flip it. So the positive x squared is going to flip to a negative x squared. And the positive 4x is going to flip to a negative 9x. So now draw your line, and we have to repeat it one more time, and we'll be done. This is going to cancel out. See how that goes away. What do you get when you add these together? This is what I'm doing in pre-calc today too, long division. What do you get when you add these two together? Negative 9x. Bring down the negative 36, and we're going to do this one more time. So again, we're going to start by dividing our first term. So I'm going to erase this because I don't have unlimited space. And I'm just going to write it. If you can fit it next to it, just fit it next to it. So now my first term is negative 9x. So we're going to take the negative 9x and divide that by x. So take negative 9x divided by x. What do you think we're going to get? Negative 9. Thank you. Because I was just going to sit here and wait. Now we're going to take that negative 9, multiply it by x plus 4. Go ahead and do that. And that's going to give you negative 9x minus 36. So I'm going to bring that over. What happens to the signs? They flip. So change. If you do it right, you should always end with 0. So what that means is we just figured out that x squared minus 5x minus 36 is really equal to, these would be my factors. So this is a factor and this is a factor. So the factors are x plus 4 and x minus 9. That's my factors. Now to get your roots, set your factors equal to 0. So you're going to take the x plus 4, set that equal to 0. You should get x equals negative 4. So that's the first thing I'm going to put in this box. And then you have the x minus 9, set that equal to 0. You should get x equals positive 9. I'm going to put that in the box. All right, one more. Maybe. You might finish the page. We'll see. You might as well finish it. All right. Let's go ahead and look at number 2. So you're going to set it up. Put the x minus 3 on the outside. put 3x squared minus 16x. Yes. Yes. I have my passbook on my desk. And there should be an ink pen. Then just fill out the pass and I'll sign it. 3x squared minus 16x plus 21. All right. So you're going to start off by, you always start by dividing your first terms. So off to in the kitchen, take your 3x squared and divide it by x. See what you get. You got to use ink pen. There's ink pen in, yeah. Mm-hmm. So what do you get when you take 3x squared divided by x? Okay, thank you. It's okay. Debonair, what do you get? What's 3x squared divided by x? 3, yeah. And then what about when you take the 2 minus 1? 2 minus 1, you get 3 and an x. That's what you have left. So 3x, put that on the roof. Step 2, take the 3x and multiply it by x minus 3. So go ahead and do that. So 3x multiplied by x minus 3 is 3x squared minus 9x. So I'm going to bring that over here. Go ahead and do that. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. So you got 3x squared minus 9x. What do you have to do with both of the signs before you add? Both of these signs, you have to change them. So the positive 3x squared becomes a negative. The negative 9x becomes positive. This is going to cancel. Use your calculators to see what you get when you add negative 16 plus 9. Jordan, there's homework 4. So what do you all get? Negative 7, good. So we have a negative 7. So now we're going to repeat this one more time. Bring down the 21. And then just to save space, I'm going to have to take mine away. So I'm going to repeat it. Now my first term is negative 7x. So we're going to take that negative 7x, divide that by x. The x's are going to cancel. So I have negative 7. Put that on the roof. Now you're going to take the negative 7, multiply that by x minus 3. Go ahead and do that. And that will give you negative 7x plus 21. Slide that over. And you have to flip the sign. So this becomes a positive and this becomes a negative. So my remainder is 0. So my factors, what we just figured out is that 3x squared minus 16x plus 21 is equal to x minus 3. See, this is x minus 3 times 3x minus 7. Now go ahead and set those factors equal to 0 to get your 2 roots. So take the x minus 3, set that equal to 0, see what you get. Take 3x minus 7. Does anybody have any questions? So the first one I have to add 3. For the second one, I add the 7 and then I divide by 3. So those are my 2 answers. 3 and 7/3. All right, one more. And then tomorrow we will just practice. We'll get ready for our test. Go ahead and set it up. So I have the 3x plus 7 on the outside. I'm dividing that into 15x squared minus x minus 84. So you always start off by dividing your first terms. So this is what's first and this is what's first. So I'm going to take 15x squared and divide that by 3x. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. And x squared divided by x is x. That's what goes on the roof. Then you're going to take 5x and multiply that by 3x plus 7. So go ahead and do that. Take 5x and multiply that by 3x plus 7. What's 5x times 3x? 15x squared. Yep, 15x squared. And then we have 7 times 5x. 35x. So I'm going to bring that over here. But when I bring it over, I'm going to change the signs. I'm going to flip them both. So before you slide them over or after you slide them over, remember you have to change. I think this is probably the hardest thing on your test, so because it might be new. Have you all learned how to do this before? Did we do this in integrated too? Okay. All right, so this is a change. So now this is going to cancel out. Both of these are negative. So when you add these together, you're adding -1 plus -35. So you have -1 plus -35. So -1 plus -35 would be -36. Bring down that last term. Repeat it one more time. You're going to take the -36x and divide that by your 3x. have 36. Negative 36 divided by 3, which would be negative 12. Put that on the roof. So now we got our factors. We could really, okay, we'll keep going. So then we're going to take the negative 12 and multiply that by 3x plus 7. So when I bring it over, though, both of those signs are going to change. We should always end with a 0. That's how we know we did it right. So these are my two factors. Go ahead and set those equal to 0 to get your two solutions. Both of your solutions will be fractions. Go ahead and solve them both for x. So for the first one, I'm going to subtract the 7. Divide by 3. So I'm just going to write that as negative 7 over 3. That's my first answer. For my second factor, I'm going to add the 12. Divide by 5. So positive 12 over 5 is my second answer. So we will practice this more tomorrow. I know this is new. We're going to practice it some more. Homework 4 is due on Monday. And you have your test next Tuesday.